Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Shred and Soul.
I'm Shred, a.k.a. Kevin Wood.
And I'm Soul, a.k.a. Wind Hughes. We're excited today for this episode because it's something a little different. We're going to be sharing with you some songs that we wrote together quite a while ago and really enjoy, and we hope you enjoy them too. But first, I want to say that we really got some nice feedback about last week's solstice and our malfunction flashback segment, and we want to do more of that. So please keep your comments coming, some of the emails, and the flashback segments will be not necessarily weekly, but periodically where either in an episode we share some trivia or some memorabilia from Malfunction.
Well, I think this episode will touch on a flashback experience. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Okay, it will. So stay tuned. And then we're also adding a new segment that's going to be called Behind the Scenes, which will be just a short segment of our personal life behind the scenes. So we'll be sharing it in between the Tuesday segments, so maybe Sunday or Saturday, somewhere in there.
We're hammering out the ground rules for that. You know, I don't want to have somebody barging in with a camera while I'm, in the bathroom or something. So we've got to talk a little bit about it. But
We'll set the ground rules. We'll set the ground rules. And it might be out in the garden or it's out and about on the ocean or similar to what we did when we went to Catalina Island.
Yeah.
But a short little clip just to bring some personal time.
Maybe we're out and about and we,
Having a bite or having a drink or just being ridiculous together.
Hey, and don't forget the cat reel.
The cat reel. Send your cat pictures
If
in.
this is your first time and you haven't sent us a picture of your cat, by all means do that.
That's right. Invitation. And we will post it. So yeah, that's what's happening. And we look forward to those behind the scene clips and more flashback clips. But today we're going to dive into the songs, starting with...
Well, journey. It has been quite a journey. And when Wendy and I first started talking, we immediately felt this pull to one another. And as things got a little bit more involved and we were both really getting excited about possibility of us sharing our lives together, I think that feeling of making a choice was something we were both looking at the time, and whether we wanted to dive off the diving board and go headlong into this. And I think that the song encapsulates the choice and the journey after the choice, the journey to the choice, and how that makes you feel inside when you're experiencing something so exciting that you want it, but you have to really choose to do it. It doesn't just take you, it takes you and your choice. So the song reflects that.
Can I interject? Yeah. It basically summarizes a period of time in our conversations when we were pretty amazed that we found each other again after so many years of having been in passing in our lives on Bainbridge Island. And Kevin talking about how he felt overwhelmed with the magic, the magic of it all, and that there was this power, this destiny that he felt drawn actually to track me down after so many years. And as we were looking at this energy that was bringing us together, that felt like something we couldn't ignore, there was almost no choice but to acknowledge it and go forward. These verses come out of our conversations about what that felt like. Mm-hmm. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. We used to do rituals at the same time. We exchanged clippings of our hair, and
we had stones, gemstones. We had our prayer about how to make it work because he was in Washington, I was in Taos. We were looking at how the heck do we put our lives together? How do we make this work? So we created a prayer, a ritual prayer, and we each had a packet of the same thing. A lock of your hair, you had a lock of my hair. We had hummingbird feathers, we had rose petals, and certain accoutrements of the love energy.
Yeah, sage to burn.
Sage to burn.
And markers on the walls to point the directions, and then an intention for each direction. And we really sort of felt close through the ethereal plane, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
It brought
The waves.
us together in the waves. Right?
And we did the ritual every day as close to the same time together as we could, as we were trying to build the energy to bring this forward.
Yeah, that was something else. And it really worked, too.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, I know. Here we are.
16 years later, here we
I
are.
felt the connection to you
Yeah.
that was tangible. It was a way to bring our energies together through a vast distance. I felt that you were right next to me all the time.
The same. You were with me all the time. From the point that we reconnected after all those years,
Yeah,
we were inseparable.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, I sent Wind a riff on my guitar that I recorded in my little studio, and it was a very heartfelt riff, because I was captivated by this overall feeling of emotion and love, and it was something that I wanted to share with her. And she wrote an amazing set of lyrics to the riff, which maybe I can share that now.
Please do.
This song is called Journey, and it's definitely poignant enough. I wish I could find page 1 of my notes.
Do you want mine?
Here we go. I got it. Maybe we'll have to edit that out. Here's the words to Journey. She's weaving dawns to make alive of Candyman in sacred rites. She flies her way home. The night is when she comes to me on neon stars in fantasy. She flies her way home. Journey, come all the way. I want to play. Journey, she's mine, yeah. Journey, come all the way. I want to play. I can't stop getting emotional when I read these lyrics.
I know. It's a poignant time for us in song.
Okay. Then the second verse. This part here is when you realize that you're a goner, in colloquial terms, right? I can't control my heart, my head. She's gotten in what's come of me. She flies her way home. Surrender now, I love her so. Devour me in passion's throe. She flies her way home. And I've always thought about that line, she flies her way home. And I suppose it could mean different things to different scenarios. Because, in a song, you want everybody to have their own tug. But she flies her way home. I think that encapsulates that overall feeling of oneness, and to be flying home. I used to think of being with Wind as being home for some reason, whether it's some sort of past life thing or some deep connection. So those lines were always really poignant to me. Did you have another idea of what that line meant?
It was a few things. It was when we were still communicating on video and phone before you'd moved to New Mexico. I felt that we were over the airwaves, literally the quantum mystical airwaves. And that when we were done, I'd have to fly my way back to my world, that we were meeting here somewhere. And I'd have to fly my way home. So it was that sense of being out and flying and out of body sort of place and coming home, and also that we were home. So it was both ways, coming home and also coming home.
Cool. So the song continues, and this is where you realize that everything's changed. To never be the same again, heard God's touch awakens man. She flies her way home. It's not to say I can't escape her magic spell, a choice I make. She flies her way home. She flies her way home. Journey, come all the way. Journey, I want to play. Journey, she's mine, yeah. Well done.
Good job. Yeah, good, thank you, and well done in reading the lyrics.
Yeah, that was, those lyrics always get me. You know, I don't think I could ever really make my way through it, singing it without like a cracking a little bit.
Isn't that the beauty of music and poetry, which is what lyrics are, is that they move us in some way out of our normal state and into another state of emotion or being. And Descartes talks about art being the expression of the transcendent, and that good art takes us out of this to another realm. And I think for us who we have a personal connection to this song, it brings us out of this realm, because that's what the song's about.
Yeah.
And to our love and
Yeah.
that period of time.
It awakens something deep inside of me.
Yeah.
And if I'm the only person that it does exactly that to, that's great.
Well,
But,
yeah.
You know, let's give it a spin, as
Okay.
they say in DJ terms.
Okay, here you go.
She's weaving dawns to make a life of Candyman and sacred rites. She flies away home.
So there's Journey for you. And you can find that streaming and also on the Bandcamp page if you want to buy a copy of the
song.
the file. And I did have some copies of it on physical media, but they're out of print currently. And I think maybe you need to put that back together.
Well, I think if we use it on our EP, we talked about doing an EP of the songs we did together because there are a number, Journey being one of them. And also, it's the music on the intro and the outro of our podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? So going forward, after you listen to this and know what it's from, you'll be able to feel that as we come on and go off.
Kind of like our theme song.
It's our theme song. Shred and Soul theme song. The Wind and Kevin theme. Well, it kind of is. It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
You wrote beautiful music. And I love how we built this crescendo as it builds. Flies Away Home. We build the energy in the song. And that was truly, I think, representing how our energy and our relationship and our love for each other built to this crescendo.
Yeah, I know. It was so fun to do it and so rewarding in the end. We recorded that in Seattle in 2011 with Mike Stone. I played with Mike in Devilhead, and Gus McIntosh, a guy from out there in New Mexico.
Bass player.
Yeah.
Great bass player.
Yeah, he was great. And Jeff Loftus, who unfortunately just passed away. But yeah, it was a lot of fun putting it together. And hey, let's write another one.
Another love song or more songs?
Love song, yeah.
Well, I have a pile of lyrics ready to go.
I had those ready to go the other night, so I'm getting ready. I've got them
Okay,
set up.
we're ready.
They're
we're
in the
ready.
music stand.
They're ready to go. They're on my computer. They're all over the place. All right, so how about the next song? The next song is Occupy Reality. Very different song. It's an emotional song for me, too, but it's not a love song in the sense. It's a song about reality. And I wrote it during and around the time of the Occupy movement that was happening in this country, all around the world. And it was a time when there was an uprising about what was happening in this country and around the world, and people began to really speak about the 1%, meaning the 1%, the financial 1%, who were the rulers, true rulers, and controlled this world. And people were pretty outraged at that time. And there were protests everywhere. And the anonymous character, the masked character, was out and about quite a lot then, speaking about what was happening and directing people and speaking truths about things that were not being spoken about. And every now and then anonymous still pops up. There was one just recently. But this song is written about that time and how do we change the world. And we were at a protest in Seattle, actually, and we have a video of this that's up on YouTube. On the Malfunction channel, so it's Occupy Reality by Malfunction. In that video, we have different photos that are beautifully displayed, and some of them are from the Seattle protest. And some of the signs were just really cool and amazing, and it really embodies the time that this was written in. And it's also inspired by a program I have called Spiritual Revolutionary, and I talked about it in a previous episode. And that is based on the reality that the most powerful political action we as a human can take is to awaken personally and spiritually, and to awaken to the sovereign creative masters and spirits that we are, tapping into the energy of the quantum fields, the universe. Like, that is our nature. And when we awaken to that, we can no longer behave and act in the same way we once did. And that is very threatening to that 1%, to the controlling powers, global powers of the world. And so I have an entire program built around that. And so taking that program, that belief, that way of moving in the world that I have, we were at a protest, and I remembered saying to Kevin, Occupy Wall Street. Screw that. We need to occupy reality. And that was another moment of, oh, that would be a great lyric. That'd be a great song. And so I wrote about a vision that I had had of being up on a mountaintop, and the idea that if we awaken, we can change this dream, this collective coded dream that we exist in. So this is a song about changing the dream and occupying reality. I had a vision of our world today, sitting on the mountain as the clouds all disappeared. I had a vision of our world today, watching it unfold as the wisdom's being told. I had a vision of our world today, the people stood up rising, their voices being heard. I had a vision of our world today, no war or fighting, corporate gods had lost the showdown. The world is yours to make. What are you going to create? Knowing what is possible, decide to change the dream. The world is yours to make. What are you going to create? Knowing what is possible, decide to change the dream. Occupy reality. Occupy reality. Occupy reality. Occupy. I had a vision of our world today. The borders had dissolved into a global family. I had a vision of our world today. Expand your mind, we have a chance. I had a vision of the world today. Walking right through the door, love will turn the key. I had a vision of the world today. It's not about survival, waking up is why we're here. The world is yours to make. What are you going to create? Knowing what is possible, decide to change the dream. The world is yours to make. What are you going to create? Knowing what is possible, decide to change the dream. Occupy reality. Occupy reality. Occupy reality. Occupy. And this song has a whole different rhythm. We created that rhythm.
You created the rhythm on the keyboard.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
asked me what I felt this song would feel like and have the rhythm. And you had started to create the music.
Yeah,
It was
you
really
gave me the
cool.
beat, you gave me the
Yeah.
rhythm, and then I created the
Created
chords over
around
the
it.
top.
Yeah. And it had to have a tribal feel because it had to represent the collective consciousness, the people coming together as one tribe, one voice, one collective vision to change the dream. And then you took that and really ran with it. And it's really, really good. And we have some great percussion in it, very different than the percussion and rhythms in Malfunction music.
Yeah, it was definitely something that had never been done in Malfunction before, but I think it came out great. I love that kind of stuff. You know, that kind of a beat, that kind of rhythm is just very infectious.
It's very infectious, and it makes me want to move to it,
Yeah.
dance to it. Yeah.
It's you know, when we do it live, we've done it live, and I think last time we did it
In Seattle, I think.
we were playing in Seattle, and we got a guy to come and play tablas. I wish I could remember his name, but he was great.
And the crowd really danced a lot and really, really got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun.
All right, so here you go, listening to Occupy Reality.
I had a vision of the world today, sitting on the mountain as the clouds all disappear. I had a vision of the world today, watch it unfold, the wisdom's being told. I had a vision of our world today, people stood up rising, their voices being heard. I had a vision of our world today, no war or fighting, corporate gods had lost a showdown. The world is yours to make, what are you going to create? Knowing what is possible, decide to change the dream. The world is yours to make, what are you going to create? Knowing what is possible, decide to change the dream. Occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy. Occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy. Occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy reality. I had a vision of our world today, borders had dissolved into a global family. I had mind, we have a chance. I had a vision of the world today. Walk through the door, love will turn the key. I had a vision of the world today. It's not about survival, waking up is why we're here. The world is yours to make, what you're going to create. Know what is possible, decide to change the dream. The world is yours to make, what you're going to create. Know what is possible, decide to change the dream. Occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy. Occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy. Occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy reality. Occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy. Occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy reality. Occupy reality, occupy reality, occupy reality.
Welcome back.
So Occupy Reality, you can find a copy of that on Spotify, I think, and then we'll post a link to our YouTube video. That's the official video and version. We do have another version of it with Jeff Stark singing on the Bandcamp page, which is good. I think that's more of a live recording probably, but
Yeah.
yeah. So find this stuff and stream it and share it. If you dig it. And we have also a country western song that we put together.
We did.
Yeah.
We wrote it in the airport. At least we
wrote it in the
started
airport.
writing it in the airport. We were, I don't know where we were going or coming from. You were gigging a lot in those days. And he came back from a phone call, got up and walked away and came back, and he just looked miserable. I said, what happened? And he had had a very tense phone call with his ex. And I said, what happened? And he looked at me and said, same old fight, new reason to hate me. And I said, oh my God, that's a country song. You know how life becomes material from whether you're writing music or books and so we sat down and I just started recording into my phone. These lyrics just kept coming, and the initial melody. And then when we got home, we fleshed that out, wrote more lyrics, and you worked on the melody and the music to it. And we have a demo recorded of that, and that was a lot of fun. But that's for another episode.
Yeah, another episode. Yeah.
Another episode.
But yeah, we have quite a few songs actually we wrote together, and
It's fun.
It's fun.
And we will be bringing them to you, and I swear it's going to be on the EP along with the EP of the Shred and Soul Trance Bowl
Yeah.
music.
I'm thinking maybe an LP on that one.
You want to do a long one?
Yeah.
I mean, a vinyl version?
Totally long, maybe one song per side. Full albums worth of
That'd be nice.
trance, full bowl stuff. Maybe
Yeah.
we can put a gong or something in there a
Yeah,
little bit.
some rhythms.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more coming. And then you reminded me that when we haven't asked you for your cat pictures very much, we still would love some more. Folks sent in pictures, which we posted.
Yeah,
And
if you're a new subscriber and you haven't seen
Yeah.
your cat up here yet, or sent a picture of your cat, maybe you need to go buy a cat.
and take a picture and send it to us at shredandsoul@gmail.com. You can send comments there, which lots of folks do, and photos of your cat and questions, anything you'd like to send us, shredandsoul.com, and we'll get it, and we will respond to you. So I guess that's that for today.
Well, thanks for joining us, and I hope you dig those songs and the stories around them. We're happy to share them with you, and we'll see you again next week.
Okay. Oh, and remember to check in. You'll get a notice for the new behind-the-scenes clips. They'll only be maybe 5 minutes, a little long, of our personal worlds, but it'll probably come out Saturday, somewhere around Saturday, in between our Tuesday dropping of our
Just no
episodes.
sneaking up from behind.
I'm not going to sneak up. It's going to be with our phone. You'll have great warning, right?
Okay.
I won't, and you'll be doing it to me too. So same rules for you. No bad pictures,
Right.
right? They can be candid, but nothing that'll get us arrested or.
Okay, we'll see how far this one goes.
Okay. Take care.
Bye.